Now in this topic I will going to explain you various arithmetic operation with two-dimensional array: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. You just see this example. They have import numpy as np, then they have declared an array in variable a 759 and 268. This is array which is saved in variable a. If you use print a, so it will be print as it is, and b is another variable 10 10 10. If np dot add a comma b, np is the array numpy we can say, and we are adding a and b and we are saving it in c. So you can see 10 10 10. So first 10 will be added to 7, second 10 will be added to 5, and third 10 will be added to 9. Similarly this 10 10 10 will be added to 268, that is second row. Similarly we'll go with subtraction, a minus b. You can see negative results are coming. A comma b for multiply, the multiplication is also coming, and similarly for division it is giving answer in decimal. So as we have done with the one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array also mathematical operation will go on. Now other than addition, subtraction, multiplication, you can use np.a with np.b. They have given one more example. You can go with that. A particular number if you want to increase, a comma 2 means 2 will be added in all the elements. 7 plus 2 9, 5 plus 2 7, like that. Just go through these examples, easy to understand. Now not only addition, multiplication and division, we can use power function. Ceil will give you the smallest number. Ceil will give you the largest number, floor will give the smallest one, and round function will going to round off the particular digit till how many digits it is specified. Okay, I am explaining you one by one. np dot power a comma 2. Now a is having 4 elements: 7.333, 5.2333. So all element will be the base and power is 2. So you can see the output 4. This for 7.333 to the power 2. 5.223 to the power 2, like that it is. Now ceil function, ceil of a is actually 7.333. it is lying between 7 and 8. Ceil will give you the biggest one, 7 or 8. What is bigger? 8. 5.223, it is between 5 and 6. So ceil will give you the bigger one, so it is 6 points. I hope I am clear. The floor is actually opposite to that of ceil. It will give you the smaller one, 7.333. It will give you the smaller one. 7 means 7, 5, 2 and 6, like that. A round function is used to round it off. 7.333. 4 digits are there after decimal, and since it is written a comma 1, so it will round it off till only one digit. So 7.3. Other than that, you can use mean function also. np dot array, they have given one array, 4 5 elements are there. b dot mean, it will give you the mean. np dot var, it will give you the variance. Variance ka formula I'll tell you. So variance, mean, median, each and everything will come as it is. Formula of variance is given here: 206 to the power 2, 76 to the power 2, 220 minus 224 to the power 2. See another example for covariance. Now they have given a table. In that table, first you have to calculate the mean. That they have done. After calculation of the mean, each and every item is being subtracted by the mean, and then variance and variance is coming for A as well as for B. You can see this. Mean is this one. Here mean is this one. For item 1 and item 2, two different items they are talking about. Covariance, correlation, variance, all these things are used to find out the relation between two different types of observations list. So here 1000 is subtracted by this, 1200 is subtracted by this, 1600 is subtracted by this, and it is written over here. Similarly here minus 10, 10, whatever it is, and then both a and b are multiplied. So addition is covariance. Covariance ka formula is given here. So automatically by using COV function we can find the covariance. You can see this. Another example for covariance. They have given the formula which you will going to study in your maths. Correlation coefficient, which is used to find out the relation between two observations: 1000, 1200, 1600, 130, 110, 120. These are two list of observation. We can say x and y. So what is the relation? So that relation it will gives us. Similarly, linear regression and multiple regression. Actually, they are talking about a line y is equals to ax plus b. Here x is the independent variable and y is the dependent variable. So what is the relation between? Is it fully dependent on that or it is not? That can be done by regression. And for that they have given one full formula. There is a formula for that, and by this we can easily plot the line. By this line we will come to know whether it is related to this one or it is not related to this one.